Tag everybody. Yeah. Beautiful.
Civic movement by Ghanaian youth the country. A non-partisan and non-political civic movement by Ghanaian youth for Ghana. They say they're demanding a new society founded on justice. They say they're refusing to play by the rules of a political class that is so disinterested in the Ghana project. And they're asking for a reset in the direction and the assumptions that pervasive immorality thrives on in Ghana's body politic. So it's been protest after protest, a sustained campaign to challenge the political establishment and chart a new course for Ghana.
Fixing the country requires resources. The school, the roads, the hospitals, the bridges, etc., which involves what we say socio-economic development and social well-being of the citizens of the country.
But hashtag Fix the Country has as many critics as it has supporters, if not more. There are questions about the group's goals, its philosophy, and alternative plan for Ghana. And so I've come to meet one of its lead conveners, a PhD candidate at Cambridge University in the UK, who is currently standing trial over a ridiculous charge of treason felony in Ghana. We'll talk about the group, and I'll challenge some of his views and approaches towards a shared development for Ghana. Oliver Mausi Barker-Vormawor is my guest.
Good afternoon. 84. Thank you very much for the regular one. 84. If you're here, please welcome. Today I have a very exciting guest. Young brother Osaje for Oliver Barker. And then Yanini Babe did in Komo, Yanini Babe Chuchin Komo, please share the video. Happy Sunday to you, my sister Fatima, Ta, and Prince Abina. Everybody else is watching. Welcome. Please share the video as well. Na Muma Ejumedienu Enkwechiri. It is Wabaha. Also, as we do this, we are doing this so Ghana will move forward. We are in a different era now. We are in a different zone. Right now, as the world evolves and everybody else is Mete Canada, our brother Oliver is in Ghana, but we are talking. That means to say we want the rest of the world to be in sync and also be on the same my friend say ahoto e wa ha no as I say me ba Ghana me benya the same ahoto no. Also over Canada you will get the same right as we are all human beings. And then politically if you look around the world there is something going on. Politically, back in the 60s, 40s, to 80s, to 90s, there has always been a struggle politically. And right now, we have reached, like Mefani said, a climax that gives each and everybody right to participate in the effort of making a country better, a country progress, and a country and everybody a living species, even a more abua kura se so nya hoto and I know me konya me hu bibi wa social media so aponche krampo no gina we dan so utimi hu sempon emua kura ni ibue o abo ne nim se mo ba beche no wa frudua na kogina soro inti se wo ha please share the video. We're going to have a very mefani say thought-provoking conversation and be part of it. Bring your comments, share to every platform you're on, and make sure say your brother or sister also hear this conversation.
We need to face our country. Useless leaders.
Thank you very much, brother Oliver. Where the mema wakwaba edeba faunhudie show. And like I said earlier on, it is a privilege. You don't see a Ghanaian. Actually, in today's world, since I'm paying for Eddie Ehu, Erera, Mkolemu or Ghana, since I'm paying for whom say there's nothing there's nothing they can offer to the children. Na akola tunani ehwa panyinanim na ope bribi, ope answer, na panyini enya answer mano no. Since mpanyinfo fa ho adwene se esese yedi hu ehye nkola mu no. Since then, Ghana ni akola wei enya akukuduro, enya ahotoso, enya wei the charisma anase etumi emfanye bribi said ye wo yem brother Oliver osagefo Oliver utimi ende wakukuduro esim painfo anim ede wo nan si etwi jata nachi eni sisire ni enwo ede wo nan eti a scorpion ni ti so no Ghana ni hu scorpion no dwane nti ene wo ha me ma wakwaba and it is a privilege to sit have one-on-one conversation with you sister sweet na akwaba obi a wa he bia Chris mo inviting crofo obi amfanto obi platform invite your followers invite your inspirers people who are shakers who can take this far na omomra so brother Oliver akwaba biom
Lady maybe that's it. Lady, my name will be Audible Media. I hope say I am worthy of it. But I thank you. Jumani Nani Asuma ye that's the
thank you. And it speaks a volume of you. Of course, you are never going to take it. I was reading a post about you being stuck in a rain and the lady you met. That was very humbling. I thought it was so humbling. Like I said, things are changing. Inti enenia Ghana ni panyini hu bi da no. Nia na ehye omu hu no. Ene omu be hu ni nyina. Akwa babium. Ene I just wanted to dive into what actually inspired you. Nia ehye utimi edi akukuduro say to embark on this journey of young constitution niama sebi I'm trying to get the tree ni yebeka omo amhye mmara ewo aban mu omo aban mu utimi edi mmara omo no omagye atomu a omo pe say ekosoa because say diboa omo. What inspired you? What is the way at adia ehye na utimi etutu sa na mo no?
When me that say me kase idea you start here na chese me amenim say bia menye say kuduro ya na sa hondi akoso ye dwuma ye na me boa. Everything came gradually kakra na ye sha ase no a speech bia ye offer Sam Jonah my na speech no the oman say o kind of brofum say culture of silence be a TC Ghana so na culture of silence na say me be twi mu ante say yentimi kasa na say na nyama esi kona nyama ese no yentimi Ghana fo say ehu abehye ye mu a yentimi enka no kra ne championfo no my example be at speech no to nudin up the down elevator is okọ yi dan mu na just left na e wo ho no instead say ye be kosoro no ne ye kofem ye sane kofem mum na speech ne kame bebre oma na yade ankofo bebre aka say uhwe wa unko we chimpo na uhwe answer na ye be yi omampenyi mahama na se na nyama nkoyie na me meka ho bi na Ghana fo dodo na sa sorry fo say ye NGO civil society fo na nyama se na nyama nkoyie no obi e ka ho asem bi but see ane de ehu bi e be hye Ghana fo mu a oka we ane ya chew o yesi ane aye we nti maami be gina ho dwen ho se na Ghana si kon ekono se ye mu bi no mu ansori anka bibi anye bibi amfa ho a sa na Ghana no elevator na odi ye na example say ye kofema no nse se be kosoro no na be kosoa down sa nti ebeduru say face the country be starting na Ghana mebu no omo kan Ghana problems e wo online or Twitter omo de hashtag kika no na medwen ho say nkomo ye die no ehun be hia say nye say that about for multi internet so nkwan be eso mu di san komo no ese timi ma ho kwan magana for bebre dodo no so timi join this conversation any mu di san komo no eno na de adwene ba yen say yenye oye kire ne yemfa nkire Ghana for mpanyifo na eno so be ma ho kwan man adwadifo Ghana for
Etefo we de momfa nchen yen brother Oliver. There was okay. I hope said doom so NC Ghana de wanwasam nkoten or everything that happens in Ghana yin chire young brother Babak. Thank you. What's the sound? Young brother Chris,
yeah.
thank you very much. Continue inviting people. Brother Mpachokoso.
Yeah, but that's it. No one ever, adwene buy say adan yen frefre nkofro yen to sam fre Ghana fo nyina ne nka so bia nso yemu na se na nyama nsi kon enko no yen nye bibi nkyempanyifo na kama ye di sankomo ina wo around May 2021 na May 2021 no just ye yi your mampanyin ye man the second term mampanyin na do second term na 5 months pe na edu na ye dwen ho a ye say and some brain mom na say to me start ye bibi kire se fe na ban na edin na isi second term no biom na enhu se na omo hu se na nyama isi komaga na mem no na bia no benam so omo de adwem foforo ana se adwempa edi aye your problems no bibi na ye sha ase no na ye very careful say ye kasa mu na ye bibi aye no ye mfa nkoka say problems are ye kei said ye hia na said ye hi enwu hia say mpanyfo ye no yen ga say NPP aban ni problem na so fix it see ye nyina ye Ghana fo no ye di ade ni be si ye ni so na ye be ye hu bibi and no na ye adwen a ye dey start ye na important to ye say the ye kanu ye pese ye dey amanyoko sem party sem be frame no mo say when the Ghana form of na ekasa and say party bi na ni e show bi ase
Okay.
ye na ye how na be say obu hu say ye how ni
Okay.
na opposition a ye nya ye ni say na government no responded to the ye no ye mu bebre wanwa but then so si so dia ma ye hu ti ase say and say ye siti e wo Ghana say na nyama nkon na nye kwa so na obi some Jonah beka say culture of silence as someone no can no and no ka yi kire ya na say esi dua ma ehu say ampa nyama ye deal with Ghana no say ama ye nye den ni amfre Ghana fo a nsema ye Kenya no omobubu o maso on say nya de o mbeti nti ne kakra me starting no na nya say bia ye nimpo say de ye ba bedu pepen so ye ni ba bedu ni na ni now say me kra get involved no mpo no na for a very long time na me so matena manonia Ghana for do friend me mpo a me say tie we are say ba nya Ghana kwani kuro unye bibia na opie wa apply for baby no e nso say nyina ye wa amana no be kanokra so wo hi fa so wo hi o fie de fie na ultimate na ho so wo UK so wo Canada so wo US na even so brabo mu koyie no ufifie anasa sembe tumpo na say UK ye wa hin ana Canada ye wa hin a eye wo yase ntika me okro papa bi na me fimu a kanye se meti ha na me tie se be bullshit anasa sem bi a just we are dealing with you know say na ye wa amano ye bi Ghana ho ya opa
yes
even do mo ka say ya tu ya dream o Ghana ho no eye yaw ne ye de kasa anye se ye pe ne ye de kasa nti se na nyama se developing fan and na yi problem ni di kire me mo and no na ma and na musenia omo react to ye no na ma me hu se se ama ye ni anye den ni amfa eyi djuma ye nsi ye ni so yie amfre Ghana for dodo na mama omo ma so ye mu yie a on se akon no e bia ne ya ba mu ebu na je se ye jai na je ahiegu anasa akokasa ne sitie na obre na ye bre no eno na nam so kakra na adwuma de wo ye bibi anase wo fiti adwuma bi ase no na onim se bia wo eni edi bi ba beto so anase wo nya honden na guguduro bi ba se na nyama esi kɔ no akuguduro a wo hia eni edi a wo hia no ebeba obi kan bi kyerɛ me sɛ ye face the first the country demonstration here and me share a brand bi no ba bi hu me sɛ ti answer no beba no bibi ka kyerɛ me sɛ na nanom di echi de ye o so na bi asem no kan na ya me dwen ho pa nti be mfili sɛ ye kwa me mfili sɛ omo amundi bebre profit titempo ti me ka sɛ asa what is sound na me nim no na want to sa no kra me dey say book ya me dey say yeah one professor ansem am friend ya me brofo no bebre sɛ na this ye na dey wunya say ye be ye no ye nye no ko na ye be pon ye nko because ye am say we crack media ko ko pede demonstration ko ye say atano na wunya ma opinifo be mu say no kana fo ni abre na dey say nye owo a only hweye nko na Ghana ho din omo anase ho nko na ho nko ama Ghana ese nyina ti ye di ho jim ya say ye wa ma no ni omo ho ye djuma wo Ghana be nyina so mo no say ya nye bibi amfa ye situation ho de bia nyama nsa eno ye de na mu abese na anyway
Nyankopon shira papa you touching on so many things and one that hit me was o sha ase no nenka aban no e de adwene pa e wo Ghana ho a anka nkodu se anka omo krampo no enka niama a wo de sha ase no enka eye ema omo aban ne po no e ko so that which is a key point of this thing. Fix the country. Mosha ase no na mofo say aban will respond to it in a sense to say they are also for Ghanaians because obviously okrachi ni a wote Ghana de Ghana for no madwene say krachi for and get yourself involved in demonstration. In fact, we share this part of the world. Akrachi for graduates, lawyers, and get yourselves in demonstration. We union representatives, they get in touch with the people who are in need, and started rallying and demonstrations, which is a language within the law for a citizen to express themselves through demonstration. And you're right within the Constitution, if I'm not mistaken, or within the Canadian Charter of Law, Wahano, it is within the citizens' right to demonstrate. It is a means of expressing what they are asking for or what they want the government to do for the citizens. So that was very, very a key you said there. Ghana, and I thank you for that. Ghana, your constitution. I know you've touched on the constitution on so many platforms, and then I look at the reactions of even the ones who are interviewing you in Ghana. No, you can tell that people have no clue about the constitution, and I say even the journalists no krampo mo interview no, you can tell say they don't know the reason why you are doing this, and they look at themselves say they are separated from what you are doing. No, forgetting say you are Ghanaian, and like you said, there are many mistreatments in this part of the world. Into a thought, so where I work, I see it all the time. When you get there now, that is where you fall back. And what are some of the things you think a Ghanaian should say yearn for when it comes to the constitution? What are some of the basics you can tell Ghanaian within the constitution are important? Say every Ghanaian must know na omo enkasa ho ewo constitution num, the basics.
when na your constitution say na see tie no mpo no kofu bebre wo ho a omonim se nyama bebre ya complain wo Ghana no mpo for a long time the constitution kraka wasem. And remember example, one of the biggest problems I work Ghana because ye Constitution Review Commission in Pobesine. I Ghana for the door na ye omoka ho asem ne say. Aden na aban fi so a na projects are was starting. I say new government ba obeto aso mana kunenim no. Ni ejai mana ka wurem. Abandoned projects asemi. Aya idea ebe na adwin say bia yen time nko na ye problem. So a problem in Ghana's history. And I'm so your constitution, constitution you see on Ukraine. And no crack on once and said new government be babyano. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you all right.
Okay. Yes. I said or two projects are old government na ye. I saw twice. And this is something which a lot of Ghanaians suffer something as basic as this. Say constitution put the cultural government. Na nye come idea ka common sense. Say aban for started project bi na ko waba no. Obeto project no so na wo maga na sika say. And okay, can the constitution can once. But one of the things that you realizing is say obi can be chem say Ghana so the city fani and collaborate me sin no. Obe quite sorry ni kindergarten ni ya obe quite sorry wo anything. Sunday school. No, we fi Sunday school apie no. Now you can draw your sword. When who can cry now nim 5 Bible verses become John 10:30 be now nim John 3:16 now nim wouldn't be biwom. But the constitution is the book of mine no. You draw your sword. You chrem crofo the womb. Send ya abino, send ya binding the 2 me fa. Send ya yang the ebit me a year. So obi anasa binding ye ni ye. Then rights na constitution in the mind na ye ni more. Abranka and so ye the institution esiho. Our institution here National Commission on Civic Education for 30 years ni. Omo djuma ni se constitution no be kire Ghana for. Ma Ghana for nyina hu constitution no. No be constitution na di. And so the majority of Ghanaians last survey year over 86% of Ghanaians say constitution na omo hunda. And the constitution na nka yedibu of mine na nka so bia ni. I come even in your local setting in Impono. Obia nim say sebe e bia day we yenko poso. Na say day we yenko farm. We yen say nana those are the local constitution of the local chieftaincy. But the yedibu Ghana no yemu bebre dodo na enim. But one of the reasons that here say a lot of people better constitution as here. No better me jina so demand your right and say the more name about constitution any your right no the more we be no demand there idea your modia I say una na be sifie jaw na nim se fie ye wo dia no be ba be fafie ni wo nchen no utime no ko because unim no see dan no unim se wo de ni sana right now constitution no say japade a ye de amayen as individuals na sa japade no wo japade de na wo bossa japade no ho ban wo se obi ye ho basa na so ye bibia wo sori kasa tie nipa and no ye person Ghana for do na benya sa idea na so benya constitution no nim there but constitution there because yen van chere nkola from school mu om nkola brem ni bibia ni ntino akoy say lawyer for nkwa krata na mo de nam asabutu no ankofa lawyer ni a want me defending ho but even in a lot of different countries in Pono or my systems and say there was small claims court obi de oka maybe 10,000 cities while to make our forms in the honey actually no one fill form no that is easier to say unko here lawyer be and as the unko police maybe my uncle bro be say or the kodan obi ka unless I also unko you be kana ya police abro so those are the things that need to say we are discussing but one of the important things no so okay see development as a found the development no kind just say the constitution no say si buy no a constitution na e bia ho prepare kakra kan say na si a democracy senior Western European America first. I mean, Clinton administration class will be back. Rollins so catching said he needs to end the military rule and transition. They say transition back democracy. And no, I'm soon I'm going to create constitution. And it to me do no comma president. Instead said to me no constitution in the Jumane said to me a one mind in Yano. I bet you channel ye. Send ye be ya, obeying to me fa Nini powers say the man air abuse you, and anti-tail. Want me yet your pet, no being to me can wash ye. The constitution, no, as a year feed dictatorship in the man as a military era, no, and the cultural good cratem, and the drop powers are president no great crano, dorso, president from Mara, Dominion Shay. The man gets an idea good constitution, ama yem penny for me yet your penno. And no near can, and number I can say it, Mrs. Samuel. Yeah, constitution, not just a Usha Ghana. The main professor would dear Puntu and as a development, or ye crew crony and crassy on Mutimo, a district assemblies. No. And so, Yesika Yajin Ghana in Yanano, a constitution is a 5% and comma sad district in now the whole Ghana. No, come on, find your development. 95% no go Omanpenny on the controlling. Then, what you know, or said to make echo Bobusian baby come. This kind of Juma said to me, they cut down to district, not district, no. See now, every other country, every account city, our team, the city council.
Yes.
Town council, no more control Bibia, a said that's been. Said every issue in the city,
yes.
Control, yeah, they are Maybe be international. When you BBI as a minister across the country. Sanyama way ni yepese constitution no. Yeti mesi sa nyama way wo ho. Se ne be ya Ghana sikaneti mi chiche no. Eko yi nyina ye be de yete. Se mi hia bibia nye minister bi ote Accra na mekodi na chi. Ba emom no town na metimo no. Ewo town mpanyifo. Yeti mi frɛ town hall meetings, town no meetings ma nyina ye ba e be ka. Say okay, I have toilet no mu ni toilet. And I say how school down na ebubu. Nti na sika e wo ho ne ye pagya na de CC. Oh yeah, ye was a development near local I ben. Oh, but the the skinning na kugu Accra e no mo ye de omope. Na 5% ne mpo na constitution is come from district no. Eno no, sika na ye di no ye start di no Accra. Minister no be decide say mo sika na say me de mamon so. Me na meto car e wo Accra na ma chicha mamo. Enye say mo na be decide say mo hia car. Because send your mayor, me and you be contract wom. I be be was so no. Your channel Accra. More district in letterhead that mo use paper ya so yimpo letterhead no office you know so ya printing Accra. Send me am politicians be mo na for contract no mo print wo ho nti. And normal send man kiti we mpo akay the court district level. Ma obi wo printing press wo district. District no and man of contract, man printed the district here. Then no man created job. I want a district no timono. And mamu employing for. Yeah, the man Accra politicians must spend it.
Wow.
The constitution say the constitution ya hye na afa na ye te ase year. Na ye nwe say Debbie, and this son is said say hye no. Na just nkofo dodo na Ghana fo dodo na be so mu. Na just akon ye constitution no. Omonye wu bibi. Ma impuntu umra local level. Nese yini no mo tebi e boase na ye too good wo ho no mo nya adwuma nye no mo constitution en kire se ka mo aye too good wo mo krom anase mo percentage se mo nya wo ade ye tum no eni because mo kro no ne ye say no first. Wow. Sa we na say ka itimi dividing ye no ye de anya ne sa ne dis ka ni na kogu Accra. Na just obi timi wia na obi an oye procurement say aban sign contract say otimi hwe so say contract ni ye correct no or no credit me fa chinya over $40 million e won account mo nipa ono nipa no ba ko other institution na no nti sika no go Accra de na Accra fo na na be wie sika no
Hey,
I don't know issues. No, but say to me address no.
me niawo teachi maintain kurado inti the whole resources of Ghana no 5% pe ekromu ha. Wow. Ghana for this is a serious issue. This is what our brother Oliver is trying to say. Cocoa, lithium, magnesium, wine, niamode wa mo hono. Mukasa no marane keke na mode bo. So there's nothing to show for. The whole of Ghanaian way yen revenue 5% bet ne omode what? International say no nti na that's been ni kromu ho. Eno nti na mo gutters na choki. Eno nti na mo road mu ni road. Eno nti na Ghana ni nti this is a way of still keeping the citizens no poor. Sani ebe ya omo bibi kitwe bi a obeka ya medase ya brown. Ekromu ha baby ameti ye wo abrante bi otimu ekasama aban. Oti aban dem. Across the streets, casino, ewo ho. Casino no, ewo this area nti no. Me sika, first of all, etua enkrofo danka. Me ba kromu ha since the age of 15. Me my year juma up to now. Casino no mo be we area henti no. This is for me to understand what you're saying no. The negotiation, omo negotiate say area omo ye town meeting no. Area hafo ne complain say ema omo nkunu mu akoye gamblers ama suban bone enkofo lusu sika o. So this is what is happening. Aban no a draw policy a the casino has to make sure say they have a way a mefan say a restorative and answer mefan intervention program attached to the casino. People cannot go and gamble all their money and their wealth. The casino has to make sure say before you buy a ticket no omo it is a drug one in that no one in that no sana casino
Yeah.
your government for citizen no for your well-being for you to have discipline the casino no responsibility to take counselors and I say social worker to counsel those people who are addicted to the casino. Another way omo ma area hofo ne say area hofo no per adwuma wo casino ho a the amount of employees by what casino ho no majority no free area ho, they offer the job to the area people no first inti nkrofo bi mu a omo te ha no mu omo kasa ma aban a onya hwe wo Ghana o ekrom a meme ka kom town hall meeting ni bi meta akọ. This was some of the negotiation na omumpo omanya mponchese mponko sentimi twitwi anase mponko dan mutimi ko prapra Ghana antisao, and this is what our brother Oliver and many freedom fighters and fix the country is trying to fight for equity. Ekromwa say swimming pool ewo baby a immigrant for escafo area immigrant for ni MP no ni ministers no they will fight for equity. They need to have swimming pool ewo we don't have areas on can say wait for you say no equity in the system. We have a YMCA ewe sikafo no wa YMCA wo enyafo say ye wo ehanu parks bebre just to get the children off the street. So many arenas to get the children off the street, to get old people omumpomu swimming areas. Ghana ni awosha me. This is simple. Papa Oliver Nyankopon Shira. And then who say only 5%. No wonder why they will pay the small boys token just to do the bad jobs, ewo hono. Nyamin Shira on constitution na uchirechire mu yie no pano. Can I ask a question? As a lawyer, are you an international lawyer? You can practice law we know. You can practice anywhere else. And I said, were you an international lawyer?
Yes. You refer me to the bar in Morocco, France, UK, and the US. And name Juma was the number United Nations Legal Office, and I'm a lawyer for the United Nations UN. So I've done international law, I'm a constitutional law. So
thank you. Do you think Ghana for lawyers now, NPP, who share NPP Abaimwa, is full of lawyers? Now we are now finding out most of them didn't even finish, they fail. Do you think, say, the law you studied, because with the civil cases and our me court represent myself. The other party need to over or the lawyer cabe 20,000, 30,000. Child support, and the same bad way, no. So there are certain things the country represents you because of measurement, legal aid, unqualifier. They still can give you guidelines. So there are things and Ghana ni utua hoka. And no na yem brother Oliver fight yama wo. Utua police ni ense se utua neka. Uko report case kura child molestation kura no. Omwa kasa krampo ama fa case na we. Ekrom ha unya call reporter niam bi o ha it's a capital crime. Tell you say inti Ghana no yes big time, and until you allow yourself to be, and I say until say you claim your right, the rightful way position, meaning ya de bedu sa on na nkanso wo ma ba be ye in a way force your brother Oliver is in Ghana because of you, nothing else. Your brother Martin Luther King shot dead because of me benya fan hudie wa America memu ene me found mo constitution no e de court. This constitution is what we are fighting, and now bibini atam the same constitution or their court. Ghana need to reach a point which so America need to me be catch Ghana for say hey monse some ways there kai say Rollins time no enti means in enti ene ye de mra na ekasa menu a wo hwe yen mun share video no na enko akiri ene ye ba bebisa questions ebe educate you ebe ma utumi ebe ma wa rehyiemu ebe ma wo efa hudie ebe ma wo ahoto. It's a freedom, it's a free world, and nobody can give it to you unless you claim it. Do you think say the government's priorities are misplaced, or this is just a matter of no priorities at all Ghana?
I think say one of the things I'm maybe Ghana city is a mine for. It's a lot of the time, na development project, abedani byproduct of corruption. The person me say objective no na development. Objective no say answer na obe spend obe yi aban sika no. E say onya ho reason. Nti yendwe hu say den ye betimi aye ye betimi yi sika na ye be spend. Wahu. Nti development ye second and only a second thought. Anya no the main priority. Nti say see hospital bia ne say ye hear skill then ye be ye sika. And yen ka say be see hospital wa ha. Hospital no e bia na nisie no ye benya no ye fa say bia 100 million Ghana cedis. And ye aban say aban de bibia ye be no ye be inflation price into one be any times 3 until be 300 million instead of 100 million. Na okay you say in consultancy and also facilitation fees I bit until we not 350 to almost 400 million and into the vast majority of the money I lose you on the project more than they are spending they see at the Nankasa. Ni ebe contract ni wie nso a na ese twa ye ho aka kire contractor na se we dey ma contract no nte se wo sabe fa ho tue bibi na je say 100 million e be si ade na mpa contractor no we need bid no for 100 million no wakotue mu 10 to 15 between 10 to 15%. Nti aka no 85 million instead of 100 million. No, because abino and Mausikano before we start the project. On one is already the bottom scacogy loan based in Tino. So no, so between a home, not as any no 85 million 99 basic at the end. No, so what me, sir. Into ebe wie mu no ade na yesi no enche ebe say. The process na yesi e developing no ni afemu ewia sika e chain de yedi si ade no. You know, so that's the process of how a lot of the times are. And not a leading decision making of your development decision making. Sorry. A bit sometimes, you know, a bit me decide to be a scour. One of the easy things I mean, na me you public service. I mean, who said public servants and so far home. I did this kind. It's okay. You better decide to say, oh, you hear training, you training. No be home. Na say you home. Ni akope ketra. Ni akope say. Na just say anything I ever hear, you never spend this car. I ever use car. And no, a driver say yeah. Say yeah, mafa. Now, one of the mekai I'm paying back agenda 111. I simply be see 101 hospitals. Make me say, be GD pass be an NPP about no nim say o see some hospitals now. A baby one or election time. And this own him. Because a lot of time, I don't do your money. We share election year, the moment I say, yeah, be brave. Because then it's been winning election on here, yeah, and the most important priority. Omunim pa, nso me ka se pesemin kuminya ntino project na mo ni se eye papa no ebe sabotage no. Besi ne se say project intimi si. You say architect or design project in Kwan Yaman $36 million. For the design of hospital, 36 million. And then the only thing our project. So I make can say you be fuck when be so I spend this canon. And now we're in a situation whereby Busian into because in a Bobusian, maybe a baby a Bobusian idea. They say a Bobusian must say Obian person of my Bobusian view. And no na buying with chairs. There no a car ye an interest a ye or a Busian no. A Bruce car ye raise no. To say nya Busian be man. Zaketia crying to being mintia. And then Ambana Abba says say NM IMF no. And so that is the main problem. And it's a priority need you, and as you say critical hospital. But this is a Kediano the leading and intino. And my it mean yet the now, the problem with your system, in every society, you have people who are corrupt, which is bad.
Yes.
But in so many societies, they've realized the more you punish people for these things, the more the people are check you. Say the US and not Canadian baby, not the police need no be semi car. Because reported the everybody it is more than anything the person can ever imagine. And secret so my police name be so because we name the consequences of it. There's no consequences to anything. And the more there are no consequences to be or just say from the top down to the bottom. Say I can get away with it. Anything. And so, you can't say corruption is a problem. Corruption is a problem. And so, every administration, another 4-year term, Nipa ever prosecute for bribery and not corruption, anything corruption related, in no 3, acquire 2, 1. So, it doesn't show that the bigger problems facing a society, you're trained of what's wrong. And the more you train of what's wrong, or more person who say, what is the point?
I just have to give a bribe.
Yeah. Obeying himself, the obey piano, that's it. You know? Oko hospital say na say nipa na oje bribe no onim say ko reporting the cra embusi hwe because the nipa no ko reporting na man no crap bibi won ho ansa na wo ye ho bibi.
Yes.
You know, nze mo bia be mo abu. Nze bia decide so bia be de wo be say ko enim de say otua.
Yes. Yes.
My example be of how your system is operating. Now no make a court. And I make a court, and young man be me Bema be by. No say guy and the driver. Now omoye cha long distance bi na 4 a.m. Accra no obi di the car ne be board ni di enim one share traffic na police for buy no police for say you be charge mu nyina drivers nyina for the offense ngomo de yam na back court and all the charges never chairman na see o say na de no say cobra ni nti no mabre jo pese ka nipa ne plead guilty no but no other driver no the board ni de man 6 charges ni de no 3 charges bi na mo de buy and I'm say but share charges near their man no one of them no one share no go plead guilty judge no can bet me a sentence no nti I'm not my professional advice I don't think it's a smart thing say obakwa pleading guilty nti we dey major me na so for him but it do so pleading non guilty so there because I don't think so even reading from the facts no the police for no have what it takes to prosecute lady asem no nti e draw on driver no dey the car na be born dey anim no you reading the 6 charges ni nyina was guilty and the court ne finding no 600 cedis so ni nyina and it drew away so you guilty you also not guilty court ne say bail no 20,000 Ghana cedis 2 sureties na nipa na nfum so bebre now no more in charge of a what finding no 600 cedis nipa no say not guilty no no 20,000 2 individuals are surety bail what you say and what do you do
Really interesting.
The police in the beside one man no 200 cedis and I be now call baby
exactly yeah
you see so it is these things which are in the way the system functions a creating incentive for people say
yes.
You rather
do the wrong
thing. Your creative system be sana, you rather do the wrong thing. And these are the problems in the Ghanaian system.
Interesting. Court, what you just explained, they want responsibilities, number one, credibility here, integrity and honesty and diligence and all those things. So you pay less because plead guilty for police at you. You were listen, I was speeding. Your mommy bail no for everything came to 210. I pleaded guilty and I have to pay $45. The guilty means you take responsibility and you take accountability for it. And I say if you're not guilty, of course you advise as a rightfully you are not guilty, and then they give you a chance to challenge what you have to why you are not guilty, because by could be semi plead guilty and come so catch them say if you pay the charges it means you are guilty, so don't pay the charges, go to the judge, they will take off what makes them take out your demerit point, affecting insurance, and the country don't want to do that. You see, the government don't want you to not go to work or for your insurance to go up. They actually help you to maintain or credit. The government says, you bet boa obi abeji sika every buying ho buying amano all the debt, I have to say those people now bankruptcy and also when you owe money you can settlement. So Ghana, there's no such thing. My question is just where you left it off. No, do you think say NPP? Can you explain in your own words? Say because of the reason why they keep mentioning policies. We always say if you want to cheat a black man, you put it on paper. And also, before I answer my next question, do you think, say, NPP takes Ghanaians as a fool? And do you think NPP think Ghanaians knows nothing? That's why they keep mentioning policies. We have more policies. What is the connection, or how does the politics speaks to project? the policies, obroni ways of stealing a lot. Listen, I'm not afraid to and this is why the black people are really, really getting up. Really, they actually kept the black people in a backstage or kept them in a lower way because of policies. Do you think NPP did their homework well, and people think they do politics well? NPP for in politics mupa. How do you put it in your own word, explaining to Ghana for what type of politics NPP for here by mentioning policies versus project?
So, one of the things I've come to realize about the system is because Ghana for some responsibility, I remember started and ended our election. And so, to a baby, not to say no one no by trying next election, this will be the t-shirt we were bro. No, I got to a bar. Now they say we are no fin, now they say a buy no your cancer by ye no yet. Now we do nechi. Now say oh yeah or yeah chere. Now more court. Now they see na ma buy no the promises are why ye not so would this no. Ye need to know. Ghana is one of the countries is the most easiest and easy say over govern. Over you over do almost. Because they obey bia obey minyo or me a man paying to me decided or no could see sorry dying or $400 million. I no nay. On Fanco Parliament, my parliamentary approve and between first term of a Nanado administration, budget is no or spending more than 19 billion more than budget the parliament approve in your bia. Into what me be a found say contribute to Sadia any and found the obey biano. To say it's only a train election. And go when him said elections be a train. It became this is a memo gun and a PR a memo. And one was a sabo so naga say any free SHS. Okay, Campo Musa na Bibia was one district one. They said the other by propaganda be one district, one factory. And found the factory no won't be one put them. There's a one dam and found the dam no yet. He said you can be a good Susana. Said you didn't win elections no one in here. You didn't say you could win elections new year. Nothing will happen. You be the opinion now, or be uncle jail, or be at the open. So that problem, no kasana wohono, means no matter who we put in place, it be see hono. It is more likely to nipan baby ayen. Okay. And yenyi penifobia, omun na ho and more than a momubutum said your maid and decided say your best son your my best samurai you may say a bet you system no senia a bay yen no crown best at affecting yes you fee so will be from Mindy and your penno you didn't that kind of leadership. Oh, in the NPP a minor war on to see another immediate recording and meaning. Me who the same thing tamana Mahama was so. Ebi as see ano abebro so edum pempen so bi a nyina ye hihye wo mo. But to be honest, even Mahama was so no. Ye bebre no na ye ni ye complaining chire government no. Ye chire bebre chire government se ne nyama no kono. Na promises are na NPP aban ne promises of mba ye no. Ye hu fa. In fact, economically in Ghana be worse. Since the near could do, corruption issues a Ghana and Abe Broso since the Ana a eco generation. Now, Ghana for do not 2 man and another, no yet the Asian is a hoping said you be improving or best some system no or better now in my best ye. See the Ghana and the best son. I was saying, you see, any man in Uncle see. So, the problem is a cost why the air, no. Now, say, be a Ghana for. Jaman ko yie yenye sei yenye se ne ebe yenye na mpanyifo no betie de ese omo ye no yen mu bebra na se be de be medwem se be dwen ho de ne se ye hospital na se komo sima ye no munsi ye kwan na se omo ye no munye ene ye betena ho a ko se de be do election time ne ye de eyi bia be quota bia be pete so So the better about monty. Near by the biara. And I said, great be able to do so. Near just a year and not to my near bed, the faso. And no one say politics na koye. And no ma ye she money so and engineer so. And we say, oh, where ye be a to say, ye coin be 10 years, and say, Senia, other countries here no, ye didn't say, because be able to say the elections none yepe. No.
I have my example. We say, even so, yeah, started 5 months after 2020 election. Now the year
Say Fred Ghana for you, come be a city. Yen to say yen to my wine. Now, see, when you to election 5 months, cram my.
that the year
Play and won't say election now. About to an annum, to say you business here. Yen share not the promises, sir, or by your man, on your man. Near forget about to answer. If you are drinking, I could not about to us. I a politicians in Zoom said no near pay. Now, me have only say, sending your man say under this administration. Do waiting me a year. Ni whom they are shameful for mono. I share even NDC for non po. I be an akabi, I am shake a crowd mono. Say, Ghana, Nedia, so wait me a year, the acquisition Panagana phone Casadia. And maybe able to your actions, sir.
Okay.
Sure, I may walk. And as I have me was here.
Okay. Do you think, sir? How do you think, sir, the government? Speaking about NDC, do you think, sir, they can work with this because the pressure what Ghana no now no with people demanding, people are questioning, people are angry. They are also seeing what is happening in the rest of the other world. Look at Donald Trump. And also, I just say, or manipulating with the people who think the country was belong to them. America. The parliament India, Sri Lanka, we heard Japan, we the other people also rising. Argentina is also coming up. Do you think Aka Ekufuado just 1 year? I know they came and lied about Ghana policies and policies consultantship. The consultants, So to write a policy, of course, they make more money from the policies, than the actual project, because the policies contains when you are going to start with a project, but we never see the project when it comes down to NPP. Do you think this government, to me, maybe I will always express Yaboka, Ghana for Boka, but at least we have one of the business actually standing up. Can we save one of our businesses, NDC, through with the drive that is now going on? Do you think NDC at least can work with the citizens as say vote? Because me, I don't believe because the constitution is still in effect. The money Ghana is broke, as they say. A new government will also have to hire their own consultant. they are coming with their own people. Niobaya campaign manager. People are hungry in Ghana. People will do anything. So do you think NDC at least can work with Ghanaian citizens to move Ghana, at least looking at what Mahama did, ne record? Do you think NDC, at least we have some hope with NDC people?
I think so for me, the most important is you be drew Pempensubu or activism near say they don't even have the choice not to work with Ghanaian people. That's where I want us to get to. As I say, the air building, and it's a Ghana for maybe sorry, cassette, no. I'm hoping say it gradually become bigger and bigger. It say NDC no is in the boot bar. No, I yet prepared say Ghanaians no job. It's not the same Ghanaians they're coming to meet. The Ghanaians that will be rejecting, that will reject the NPP, and yet the Ghanaians of Omo NPP better no. So that there's a different Ghanaian on Babeto Ghanaian. No. That's my biggest hope. Say because the bridge na so nipa and from one particular ocean. So Jano, now one beside one man of pressure, one creates an environment now to me entry fouls or betray fouls. So that process in the moment is more and more important. But also importantly, one of the things which have changed our Ghana is the attitude of police for any abino towards omo kaseti abino and also more demonstration. It's not the same. Abreso, Mahama Abreso say occupy Ghana for to make a demonstration could in a Flagstaff house and him someone occupy Flagstaff house and po my momu coin. To say another crane abo bitu, the crane I say. That critical change needs to happen. Say young man penya and yes already namu na yakake. But say nipa fan who die no obedisu. So that if they come and change that, it will really encourage more and more people. So that is important. And I hope they'll be more appreciative of Ghana for Ghana for suffer. I can Ghana for now so more back into power no. That they will support that Ghanaian on baby home. Yes, someone did send the police for ye. That's what I'm hoping for.
Okay. My next question. So many people, as a Kufuor was coming or announced or contesting as a president, they were warned. Even Kufuor, I remember, I can tell, say Kufuor didn't want Kufuor to become a president. Many people warned Ghanaians. Were you one of them? Did you see an answer or more? Captain Smart Munibino, you voted for NPP and then you realize later say NPP Kufuor don't yet Papibia.
So I
since Mr. T voting, have always decided that my vote would go to the smaller party. So I've always voted for the CPP. And the reason why I do that is it is in the belief that if we get a strong third party, my politics now better. Pressure and scrutiny, even competition, more. So that's why I've always believed. But I also one of those people I felt so one of the questions I had to be American said, I am not campaigning for the NPP because I don't believe in the big parties. I've always believed in the small parties. But I don't believe, sir, on the record of John Mahama at the time, we should give him a second term. Because I was hoping to set a standard for Ghanaians. Said, hey, dear Mahama, Ghanaians wanted more. So that would be a standard of the year demanding from in PG4. So that was my hope. So that when Mahama lost, Ghana from PG4 was set up and say, hey, even upon all the infrastructure, Ghanaians still wanted more than that. That's what I was hoping for. But the Abbey, who's to see the Abbey, it has even set us way back than even this thing. And then they begin with our power. Because I am not saying that Mahama government was perfect, or that was the kind of government Ghanaians need. My hope in hoping that they would lose, they say it will teach your politicians, Mama, you better. So that's the must be saying where democracy you want to say we are passing you be and then make impeach the president. I come here one of the people even on Facebook post be a sure say the open in our opposition or you'll be a for Jimmy in idea me say your bar not to suffer work with his government. Because it was the hope that things would improve for our country. That's all in as Ghanaians.
Okay. Very good.
But then this will be one of the people who was calling and said, President, and say to me, resigning, impeaching. And I'm asking that, and say, was 30 standard be a year lower? Me person be fan who di more be from the back. I say, now when you are gonna 40 now, they be me worse than that. Me pen no. That's mean saying I mean who I'm more in Semufa.
Yeah, you can tell, say he's setting example, a very bad one for even Canada, Japan to stand as a government of Ghana. Someone in discipline like that. Not that means Ghana for Yamayan standard and not low for Canada, Japan will stand. No, let's thank God for a Kufuor for that. When would you feel say enough is enough? The fight is becoming very difficult, and I want an encouragement from you, because also would di Ghana for a chair, so would di 1 cent chair will. When do you draw the line in terms of standing up for Ghanaians? Ghana for a yepe papa mom, because everything you have explained, unless you are drunk or you are on some high substance, or Jimmy Wako do a point to be because I am benefiting from these structures you just explained. I get to go to court. I get to take my landlord to court. I get to be represented for free. So what I say, I get to have an option. Papa, nano the letter be, dede, I can't want about town hall meeting. Noko kike no neke so on snap pages, Guess what? I buy no baba yen sheye bi. Ewo 9 mu. Until they want my father to and other people who are also within the community or to come and express themselves. When Jen and Finch, subway nebabesino, we were at Driftwood Community Center with Abino because they were coming to do a project. Make up be a restaurant, may peleko license, may beton akpeteshi. Inti yesi, aji ye di note to bebo homa. The whole neighborhood didn't okay and send your mommy license. No, the whole neighborhood didn't me complaining. Ye be sit down, tinting one baby, I'm meeting a short buildings. Ye be see high rise. What are some of the problems would the high rise bring to the community? The aboho. These are some of the city way to me and DC and Kansas uko to bribe. If a Juma pan a Ghana for Babaya, why are they paying bribe to come and work? Enya Juma. So unless it's a what them, and I want to near yang or Sergeant Oliver explaining for we mu so we pension. Papa Okogana ba Okogana ne pension or see Canada bill a ma jome. And it is true because Papa ya Juma Vako for so many years. What is the pension? Ajo bribe. Okay. What keeps you up going? I want to know what keeps you going. Ewo apui me ya video ya na aboa ba ko abepie wo mu. Na me so ya na me pe sa niama no comedy omo ye niama. Say people are opposing. What keeps you Ghana phobia omonti ase? And then motivate you. When would you say enough is enough? Because baby I would say we a lawyer ni. You are within an elite. You were lawyers for Rocco. Oba standing for Canada. One of the either say one of the answer na Oba Ghana phone because of support. Or Ghana phone lawyers Ghana phone doctors for you don't see them away year say you have taken off your crown as someone who could have been in a white community. What keeps you motivated? I really want to know what keeps you going. Oh, Chronogym pa, I'm all international. Chronogym, New York down.
I see. When Obi sending me, the time maybe I was a bit down. And I've always, BB, I just said, be dream or chairman or catch him said, Obi Koyi na a jabina a walk because she jenny no Koyi or one, no one a car, no jail one, no Sakoyi, be a or you could no a car, I don't know, no, see you, or one of the nature, and they said, or Becca Obi. Misu me nature ne se meboa nti oye de ono ne ewo ne nature mu so beka misu me ye de ewo me nature me se meboa obi, you know. So I know it's going in difficult, But I think say me drew level be a meaning say all the things me over me pay song for do mo ye me no. I mo ye me de bia no kron. I don't delete one of them. Me jai ma obi abekan. Me Facebook phone correspondence and ko ye obi bi. Onye de ono no wono. Ono no wono ne reaction no so be ye de obeye. But me ogidi se kakra me so me ye no. E bia na eno so be nam so mo obi so be sorry aye bi ato aso. No so be ye ne kakra obi no so betimi aye. That's it. You know, face the country there me sati me say I want to give myself 10 years. At the very least, maybe I say maybe say me 10 years. Say me dey friend for more, supporting for some make ho. Ni enye activism ni entimi kan ho, ni emo aye ho, ni entu frɛ ni enye de be nyina. And I believe that the more nkofo betie de ka no aye the more Ghana be konanim. Me sacrifice I made my mind. And then just a Ghana say meet me jai. Now me jai ka kwatena baby crash still no. You can't keep quiet. What you say? Into no media what me muna say me nature na say me ye no. And ye dia say me so me ye adwuma nse na ma honde betimi aso na me ye say adwuma no. And they be so akosi say it doesn't mean say adwuma no be easier. It doesn't mean that. But it's an awareness, say, Obiani dear, your friend is on me. And that's what I am doing.
Okay. Meka say, Eja wako Kogbogbo, is it Togbogbo ana? We Ghana for the believers say wako Drew. And I say, what actually is it anything outside sources and what you just told me is exactly what a human need is the innate and inbuilt to me be a woman. When you start and overcome one, and then abrofono over here no wakosi if play bungee jumpers ne ho because they want to overcome some fear. Be a wonimu over here no now they are able to now take on the new task. My last question, and then I'll leave you alone. You see, I always say, Ghana for we are not being served around the whole world. Ghana for tuntum for we are underserved. What we are supposed to get on this planet, we haven't even scratched the surface. Since kuntakumte no mu wuwu since nananomu yenanamu whatever the archaeologists and all these just for no find here as once upon a time the rulers of this universe used to be a black people. No, we never saw them. There was no write-up where black person can even go and study it and so we are always underserved since that time, since the other people actually studied why we ruled. Omo di abotreu ebe study yen and omo hu say ni ye no since then no obibini nya ahoto say wo America, say wo German, so wo UK. Even as a lawyer in America, they are hurdles. Omo ton dan akese, omo jimu billions, millions of dollars. Oko Manhattan dan, oko Australia. And naya kasiye real estate for no me abrofon kolan keten onkola keten oton dan baako 100 and something million no ne dia bi 2 million. Omunye sika obibini yes okoye bipe mesrew enti sa enti ni ayam brother Oliver ye no a way, it is a practice, it is one of those means obibini nso betimi anya fa ho die. You see, I don't know the people who don't understand this. It is as simple as it is. I will ask him the last question, but I hope you learned something today because I learned man suahwe kura no ade bia kamitim Ghana from paying for ya gigi sikani nyina 5% pe ena ekọ wo gota no ena ekọ wo road no eno na ekọ adwuma yese omusie eno na wo district we assemblies no eno nti na omo so maye boy eno nti na omo so maye asresre eno nti na omo maye slaves no Enunti ena wo national assembly no kurampo ese so onye tumi. Hwe judge ni tumi. Teacher ni tumi, nurse ni tumi. We minister no kura ni tumi. We teacher ni we yan police soldiers fo nyina dummies. Mama yan robot bi sisi Ghana because soldiers fo nyina ya dummies, police fo ya dummies, professors ebi ni ho, ahemfofo nso de bobo. Enu nti, so just imagine omo esese sika ne ba omo ho no omo ye nkoa. Enu nti na Boris Johnson and then who ready be the cabinet members and almost say hey because of that shared responsibility, no shared to me no power na your brother Oliver is trying to dispense it or said the Martin Luther King soon that be or dream be a net dream near Jumane say a better maybe or bibini bronin sayem on betom sayem me macre di bida first and then so and come ban can you be hangeno so wako ben obroni meboa Martin Luther King mu any way even Nelson Mandela spoke a volume and no na papa Kwame Nkrumah ko hu ye dined with Martin Luther King Jr. mo and or de bragana foa omo tisu ye yo and omo bopo and then omo be jigana enkwama na mese omo didi wo Ghana enkwama and then akwama enkwama edi ade wo Ghana. It was said, your brother Oliver, may God bless you. Ye bompire mountain ding. May me di me fotu ho and bompa and make me muma yen na ya mompaye. The little we can do, the energy we can build around these people is all they need. What do you think about IMF? Yeah, yekoi. I know many people spoke about it. I just want to know your thoughts on it. Do you think the IMF is it's at this time IMF? No, what do you think? Is it a good idea? And I say it's just a trend, and almost trendy be say Ghana for be every 4 years be a loan. IMF. Now IMF we NPP for no mu portfolio no mu and almost kobi and I say yadi omu here sikano so mo de be yadi. Do you think Ghana has no money and we need IMF right now? And as almost trend no almost so almost a man almost fefe and no normal taffer in the back. They just want IMF to be part of our portfolio, no not just omundi sikani in Apreko. And I said there's a project, as I say, IMF is sikano within the next 2 years omakano omude babe.
So the first time I call IMF, no. 3 months after year 2 Imam Penya Sajifo Kwame Nkrumah Adieso. And then the very first time I had to call IMF, Nkrumah wan call IMF da. Now, a lot of the times, no, when you say IMF, and say you see can once no. What is it? A loan, you call IMF. Now the currency nam IMF, no, it is more important. Why we are going to the IMF, no, more important. Seeing IMF and IMF. The reason why you are IMF to see and say, ya bobosia must say, nobody wants to give us money. Nazika Busian do draw ya bono at high interest rates. Ghana no ye boom money ya. Some of the interest rates that are outrageous, as they say, any government will agree to it. But desperation, you borrow to this point, no, what a 15 million US dollars. No, you baby afa. Mama now office sumpone so ye infrastructure. Bebrebe Busi ombo in 3.5 billion. They say now 15 billion, more than 5 times. And so you physically where economy. You say this economy injection of 15 billion US dollars. And then now the reason why we are IMF, I said the episode the IMF say because IMF no private creditors and also more mobile trust the IMF, say IMF ne ba answer no the obema osika no Obema wo mrasi di so. Menye say. Na just say udi mra no so no. Na oma omo no releases kanu kakra. And no be share private lenders no crying say okay, you buy be a bit need to. So you want to use the IMF to go and you know more busia. So that's my biggest problem with the reason say I could do on and say busia we should never have gotten ourselves into that situation. Ever. So that's the main problem. But to say what was here. And because the politicians don't go to treaty IMF need to say get out of jail card. Omundi a yena na is omobobusia na edu baby as say no bia beso baga na ska biom a no ma besen ko IMF the afafa so ama IMF be year na so masako bag bi makoye the same thing no masaba omunsia ho nyansa and don't realize every time I acquire IMF no it really hurts your citizens because some is here no one na free SHS ye be yefi ho it say Ghanaians are more expecting and I say they've come to rely on no na be sure during the IMF period no roads will not be done as they need to be done. Hospitals need to see. Hospitals are not. I say you're improving. I say you're investing on some investment. The screening why you some investment. No, was the whole IMF process. And they said a buy no cut expenditures. No so. So in a year to see on Monday, China faced the country by releasing statement about the IMF. And one of the things I can say, Mama ye treaty IMF not to say bandage. And as a plaster. I say you must say ya bedroom no. We need to have a conversation in common about changing the structure of the economy. Need decisions somewhere. One of the things I hear is like a parliament, no uncontrolling executive, ne car bebra omo bon, no loan bebra omo geno, no more approving. A loan approval no a rubber stamp, no omo rejected loan back who be a besine. And then the matter be a excessive debt, and I say Dick Saka Bibrino. There's a parliament in Juma there. The people have to come back into it. IMF agreement on minimum kono. Omon famra, says in UK koye Brexit referendum no. Omon famra referendum, na Ghana for no so nya chance. And try my dream one. A idea ka Ghana for no approve every time. Omo loan we are. Kade omon tanko loan nisa. So we need to change them maybe. Secondly, so no. Yeah, Article 71 of our constitution, and no more farm, not just a Ghana from penny for yeah, Parliament, except one of the conditions of the IMF said we need to amend our constitution and remove it. This is some of the things we are so that you can be an opportunity to change your governance once and for all. Yeah, yes, I changes in the back. And they are using this as an opportunity to change things. Because this is what they have gotten themselves into. If you will be man, and in 3 years, we'll be back knocking on IMF door again. We need to stop that.
Wow. I've learned a lot. I don't know about you. Yeah, brother, where you say third force, please. We've already discussed that. Third force, we are in IMF. Third force, to form a political party, you need money. And Ghana don't have money. And also the third force, where are they going to come from? A new... I don't think people really understand the third force they keep saying. Because Ghana is right now broke. If you don't know what was wrong with your first marriage, you want to go and marry another one, you end up being the same. That's all we are saying. Me no third force. Our last question, maybe anybody has any question? Oliver has already answered to the third force. We hope, we hope IMF does not refuses the loan. What would that look like if IMF does not give the loan to Ghana for?
I mean, for me, it would be a good thing to push us then to deal with Yama Yebesi deal with.
Good.
The fact say yeah, oil no, yeah, you never to be. The fact say yeah, mines, you never to be. You negotiating badly no. If you come back to South sources no, if you come back to South sources to renegotiate those agreements to try to raise revenue. That's the things that
Critical decisions no. Maybe to force us to tackle those issues.
Very good. Very good. Yeah, men so sir. Because when you get human beings are successful for doing anything, especially when you face challenges and you don't get help, you find a way to actually help yourself in way and yenim sa sanka yamfa plain. But no munim sa. Another thing say we em say na ikufo do expect the way the when GBT is it GBTQ? The LGBTQ for sikano. Inti na first sikane ba ye no. Omo di ni nyafu Africa money. Ege chopa nyafu no omo di ye. Eno ntu nso ka ho bi na ene ye end up wo IMF. I would love to spend more time with you, but I don't want to also take all of your time. Since I'm a friend next time let me let you go here. I've learned a lot, but all I want to say is continue. I hope say nyankopon onyame a owo ade nyina no to me. I honhom a hyehye wiase nyina ase. Say wugidi wunyini, say wo ho say wo ho. Erade nyankopon ade bi kura wiem. Ade bi kura asase we mu a enkoto nsuo mu. Nsuo won asase ase. Nsuo no nso emforo ma soro. Ewiemu ete baby ete. All these planets oma discover nyina si baby esi ebi meto obi mu. Na chese biribi wo wiase mesre saa tumi no ema. Mesre nyankopon ani mu de enso ma. Na menim se ne aye kan words are powerful. Enye sa nka ye nkasa. Enti etumi e wa asem mu ne amakan ye nye oja ewo entwa ho nhia. Na nyankopon en guide o na un protect o. Na baby a wo befa bia even ensuo koto nsuo me de ko shempu mu a ade bi a wo mpunu mu no enye ade bi a o de ba back e de abehye ewei obonefo no krampo humo se baby se jail na yade bo beko a the discovery should be in the jail baby bia Daniel yade ne koto ye a nyankopon hum tani o temu wei lions no onyankopon temu ade biara yesum afa ho biara na nyame ne wonante eno ne nyame srema wo Etiefo, Madam Asi, do you have any last word for Etiefo?
Oh, Medase for common meaning what train I hope say omo so betie no at least omo nya bibi chakra fi no from komo ebedi sisi no and make sure obi akran obi ultimate joining so say obetie the work can so no e no so what interest what the area no the mission and crime so no so nkoso a no mo nkoso and support ejuma ye for things to be better for you na Medase.
Guys, I would love to interview Oliver more. Na onfa more emre Let me read Mona or so you guys take this for a joke. Oliver wanted to hire their own security. Tell me exactly what's wrong with that. That police or Ghana police are not here to protect us. MSOB can be Namona. Answer. It is a serious case. It say a citizen want to protect themselves. A serious say mra na corona ba ye no. Na Chinese form mo American memu. You say corona time no gun sale echo high pa unim ni entera because na they were abusing and also threatening we Chinese for a into gun owner omo gun way shop owners no. It was a history say almost sales way book no na akosoro. Why? Because now people are buying more guns. It was a serious case. So a buying who said no. Let's do something. So they put education. Away almost active way accordingly. So the Chinese will feel safe. Anything derogatory or discriminative slurs niama abrofono no mo yawo America memo even kromu ha na enye fine ma Chinese for because almost no de we corona ba sana Ghana serious. Don't take it as a joke. Say people don't feel safe and they are trying to find a means say demonstration as a sanka police for asrafo ebo demonstrators ho ban demonstrators were not asking for money. Omon ka say mom yen check so Almost asase no yam Bible. You see, the land was in danger from the leaders. Ekufuad abaya wa Ghana. Tumi a esesa nkomo che no. Oma fa tumi no no de abuse the citizens no. Iti ema Ekufuado yere mpo found a means be to operate within that power no. Your friend of microaggressors. Micromanagers, microaggressors, people who feel to say within a system, they justify their actions. Their actions are wrong. They kill for free, and they can justify why they killed the slaves. They justify within the back in those days, they justify killing, leeching. They justify, and those things are now facing us today. Many are a joke. Say, and painful and what Ghana feel say, oh, what to me send dokunu rano, and until Timmy kun dokunu rano for free, and no justice is served. Kakae wu, in Kranse boys a woo, and memua bebrewu, Oliver. Omu are exercising their to me to arrest Oliver because of microaggressors. The leaders who feel they are more powerful, to take the law into their own hands. That's what we are talking about. And yama yeton yen goodie nyina no yen district sector no any to me. Abai no the top no after to me. One question I wanted to ask Oliver, but I think I'll get him again. Abai na for to me krom ho entesa abai ni to me anka Boris Johnson anka resign asaka ken okosa ayo. Me say immigrant for keke no kwa nyama ehihye ase no or deport o mo te say Donald Trump eno UK German not no omo city no ne country no was built by immigrants omo here immigrants no wo krom ho onua politics woni mu how de be atam didie so woni politics mu how de be atam didie kwa. And these are the reason why we interview people like Oliver Barker. Nyankopon shira mo menuano mo mon share video no mane nkoto every platform. Inyemi me nye hana munyo eyase. Inyemi me ofa ne nyane mu ni bia wo wiemo fe nyane eyase. Let it reach far. Because this is how America was saved. This is how Canada was saved. This is how German became German. This is how Switzerland became Switzerland. This is how UK, England, no more BB 40 and yes tools. Let's move on and now. No.
Say no to NPP, NDC, no more NDC, no more NPP.